Wow, it feels so good to be back. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Media Mondays on Facebook Live. I am so happy to be here. It is a brand new month, and I just feel like how my background is. I feel like very bright. I feel like this is a month of new beginnings and just opportunities and just an overall month of just goodness. And I am glad to be just finding my way along with these Facebook Lives that we're doing on Media Mondays. And so we will have some amazing talks for you throughout the month and the upcoming months that we feel are right where we are, media wise, life wise, media ministry wise. And so I'm El Michelle, and I'm so glad to be here for the El Michelle Media Mondays on Facebook segment. I just want to note that our company is a company that's founded by me and my husband run the company, and that we are, I thought about it today, that the company, of course, our head CEO, the one who is my boss, is God. It was a company that's a God idea, and we're powered by our partners, which I see one of our partners on here right now. Hey, Samantha from Mommy and Me Boutique with the new lipstick line, which I'm wearing right now. So we're powered by our partners, and then we're also powered by our learners. So our learners, another partner, Miranda Cole from Jambug is here. Hey, Miranda, I'm just so happy. We were just talking about how we all support each other. Miranda, I'm sorry I didn't make it on Saturday. I'm so slow at times. I was like, oh, I should have come down there. But anyway, I sent a text and told you. And your tea is in my refrigerator. So that shows my love. So anyway, our partners, meaning the people that we work with, they help us get the job done. And our learners who learn from us and they learn by doing also help us get the job done. So we're super excited. Everybody's already saying hi to the learners. So yes, thank you, Miranda. So I better go ahead and bring in these learners. This whole month is a month where we'll be talking about the future. And so please subscribe to our YouTube, El Michelle Media. Some of the talks that you don't see on Facebook Live will be there, like this talk later on, and then another talk that we are doing later this month. But this month, we wanted to dedicate to talking about the future and what does that mean in the various capacities. And so we wanted to kick it off by talking to our learners who are the future leaders. So I just want to take a moment to introduce them. First up is Ezzy Aminiki. I call her Ezzy Ez, and she is actually a learner from the University of Southern California out in Los Angeles, but by way of Tallahassee. So she's based in Tallahassee right now for at least a couple of weeks. Her major is communication, and she has been learning with us throughout the pandemic. It's like when she had to come home from Los Angeles, she wanted to stay busy and became a learner with us for the summer. And as a result, has changed her major to communications. And so it is just, as you're getting a lot of love already, just from some of our partners. That's Victory for Vic. I just call her Vic, just like it is on the screen. She's definitely one of our partners who we work with on a lot of projects. So welcome, Ezzy. We're so excited about you being here with us. Also, we have hailing from the highest of 7 hills, which y'all know I'm always wanting to have learners from FAMU because that is my alma mater. And check out her shirt, Kashira Reynolds. FAMU made stripe, y'all already know. She is a broadcast journalism major from Florida A&M University, and she has been learning with us for a couple of months and is going to continue her learning throughout the entire fall. And that's a good thing. When our learners want to continue and not just hurry up and leave, then we must be doing something that is interesting. I won't even say right, it's interesting. So welcome, Kashira. All right. And hey, Technique Today out of Atlanta. I worked with her in student media when she was doing radio up there in Atlanta. And so I appreciate the love, Technisha, you already know. And she says hello to all the communication majors. She is up in Atlanta doing her thing. And last but certainly not least, I would love for you to say and welcome Jeremiah Rogers, who is a learner with us from the Film Connection out in Los Angeles, okay, by way of Climax, Georgia. So Jeremiah graduated from high school and immediately wanted to get into the area of filmmaking. We have a unique partnership with the Film Connection in Los Angeles to mentor students who are in this area and in their program. So Jeremiah will be learning with us for the next 5 months. So can y'all just show some love? I see my partners on here, a lot of media partners on there. Thanks, Bridge. What up, Bridget McLeod on the feed? Yes, we are learners, and this company is powered by partners, people who are doing their thing in media who we can partner with to get projects done, and our learners who are learning from us and learning by doing. So how y'all doing, learners? Look at y'all. Y'all look all great. How's it going?
Pretty good, pretty good.
That's awesome, y'all. This is awesome. And some more. This is my sister, Denise Strong, out there saying hello to everyone. So how y'all feeling today? How are y'all? Everyone is excited to hear from you today. So I'll just go around really quick and say, so Kashira, tell us a little bit about what it's been like. About you and what it's been like learning with LMichelleMedia.
Okay, well, my name is Reynolds. I am a senior Fort Lauderdale, Florida. It has been this trip, and I've learned a lot so far, and that's why I wanted to continue the further learnings in the future.
Okay. Well, I could hear some of it. I don't know, did it break up for y'all out there? I know you said you had a good time and you just want to continue your future learning. So we are just so happy to have you, and we're going to talk about the producing that you'll be doing in the fall. And so I'm excited about that. I know, Ezzy, I think your mic is muted. Let's see if we can hear from you, because I know you've been learning with us the longest out of the whole crew. I think maybe your mic is kind of messing up a little bit.
Yeah, I can hear what you're saying a little. It's broken up.
Okay, talk to us, Ed.
But can go on. Can you hear me well?
We can hear you okay. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, so I was interested in communications because USC has an amazing school of communication, but I knew that I wanted to actually get out into the field first and try to get an internship. And so this internship has completely changed my life, my path of education. I think I'm so excited to go into this field because I'm like such an amazing, strong female, exactly what I want to do as well. So coming back hasn't been so difficult for me because I'm a very individual and I like to have a lot of stimulus all the time. And as you guys know, Michelle doesn't take it on us. We're actually really working all the time. And with new internet and way of communications, we were already going to be remote. So it was really easy for me to come and have an internship and have video calls with Elle. And we didn't even meet face-to-face for about the first month. And work was just work normal as usual. There was no lag, and I think that this is a really good way to do internships now. It's just the 21st century, and LMichelleMedia is company is like right on the ball and hitting on the new way of learning and reaching out to people my age.
I think that is so awesome. It's always great just to hear from our learners. And if y'all could hear okay, Ezzy is just saying that I really do believe in the model of learning while doing. And so I never want you to be, those who are learning with us in a situation where they just don't feel like they're really doing anything. And so I think like this was, it was just so important for us to provide them opportunities where they could get hands-on experience. So Jeremiah, tell us about your learning experience so far. I know you're in the 4th week with LMichelleMedia, so tell us all about it.
Well, a couple of times, like it's been like a lot, of, like really hands-on and stuff. You done had me out in the field with like professional photographers and video editors and stuff, and like helped me like get like a little bit of footing and more experience in that area.
Wow. And so you kind of were able to just, I know we talk to you a lot. And one thing I want y'all to know about Jeremiah, look out for him as a filmmaker. He's going to make some amazing pieces. Jeremiah is about his time. If I tell Jeremiah we're going to meet at 1 o'clock, he's going to be there at 12:50. He might be there at 12 o'clock waiting on you. And then he will politely text you and be like, you said we're meeting at 12. Like, where are you? Jeremiah, where do you get your drive to be so punctual and just, really serious about your time?
Well, like from my mom and stuff, and in school I had like a hard time like getting to class on time and stuff. But towards my last, my senior year, I just kind of got it together a little bit more because I knew where I wanted to head in life and stuff.
This is great. We are hearing now. This is my bishop pastor friend who I love, Pastor Lamar Simmons out of Tallahassee, Florida. Thank you so much, Pastor Lamar. That means so much. I don't want to get choked up. I have to continue with the interview. But I am so, everyone knows how much I just really love learners. I've been working with students since I was right out of school. And so being able to like learn with y'all is amazing. Now, I will say this, there's something about when you learn while doing and you put your all into it, that good things just start to happen. Kashira, you saw during your learning experience here, now you recently got a producer position at FAMU TV 20, right? Tell us about it.
Yes, this fall I was one of the producers for the FAMU TV 20 live newscast that will run on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I'm not sure which day I will be a producer on, but I'm very excited. I'm a little nervous, but I'm more excited than nervous. Yeah, we're just gonna see where it goes and where the opportunities take me.
Wow, I think that that is so amazing. And, you talked about learning about, so you, a little bit about Kashira. Everybody who's a part, all of our learners have their own unique assignments that they're responsible for. They have a project that they work throughout a 3-month process. Our learning opportunities are either 3, 6, or even 12-month opportunities. We're trying to train them to then become partners where we can begin to pay for their media services and they can work on projects that way. So let me see, Ezzy, let's see if we got a good feed on you now. I think it's a little bit, we may have to get you to come back in on that link in a minute. Just like come back in on the link and we'll see if we could then hear you then. So Kashira, tell us a little bit about what you've been working on with LMichelleMedia, kind of this podcast in general and what you've been learning.
Basically, with all of the live podcasts, I basically take down notes on every podcast and I report back to Miss L, basically talk about what I've learned or exactly just go over like little notes and details that were reiterated in the live cast and everything. And yeah, and then I'm looking forward to the VR and the AR. I'm starting that tomorrow, so we'll see how that's gonna go too.
And so we are big on kind of exposing you to the new tools, new opportunities, new ways of doing things. I know even when we said, let us show you how we do our live shows, we showed you this tool and platform, which is StreamYard. Now, Jeremiah, I know you've gotten a chance to go out with a couple of, or talk to at least one of our film partners and work hands-on. Tell us a little bit about your experience with that.
Oh well, like we just went around places in Tallahassee, and we just filmed different places. And he showed me hands on like how to edit, how to cut clips and stuff, and how to string them together, and how to put background music and audio in it.
Wow. And so, what was that like to be able to learn while doing?
Yeah, it was entertaining. Like it was like really engaging because you know, it's better than doing it in a textbook. Like I always type of person better if I feel better to like learn in person and stuff.
That is so awesome. So now I do want to ask y'all some questions about the future, and hopefully Ez will be able to come back in and answer a few questions as it relates to the future. Now, Ez, it sounds like you might have a good reception now. Let's hear you talk.
Yes. Sure.
Okay.
Sorry, we've just been having an issue. But yeah, future you're asking about. Sorry, didn't hear.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about the project you've been working on with LMichelleMedia.
Okay. So this mainly along this time, I've been helping rebrand Michelle's clients, Dr. Mignon, and a lot of her social media pages, and also just learning anything I can along the way from Michelle. In the future, I know that I really want to go into like political writing and hopefully work in like communications, any communications, center in Washington, or hopefully in the House. The project that I've been working on, today is the first day of my shadow week with Michelle. That's probably the biggest project that we're going to do multiple projects. The biggest thing I've done my entire time shadowing with her. All day we've been in communications. I've just been basically watching the same screen as her while she's doing and connecting things, and it's just been amazing already so far. And so I can't even talk about each individual project because it's almost as if it's an ongoing project. And that's one thing Els always taught me is like it's always, you got to just maintain all the time, and nothing is ever really finished. Like we're constantly trying to revolve, and I just think that's a really good mindset to have.
So I'm excited. I don't know about y'all, but we're going to be soon taking in more learners for the fall. Our fall learning kind of group or cohort will start September 1st. So make sure y'all inbox me if you have or know of some potential future learners. We would love to have them. So speaking of the future, thank you, John, another one of our partners. Our partners are company owners, entrepreneurs, different people who not only support us as clients, but they also support us with projects and helping us to get these projects done. And John is an amazing graphic artist as well. So thanks for stopping by, John. So the future, who wants to answer a question of what do y'all think about school and COVID, and should we social distance, or do y'all want to go back to school, or should it be all online? If you were the one who had to make the decision, what would this decision be, Kashira?
I would rather keep it online, especially for like kids, especially like younger kids, because like kids will be kids, even though there will be certain guidelines. Not all kids will follow those guidelines. Like 6 feet, all the kids, they want to play, they want to touch each other, they want to do things like that. And also, like, you don't know like what pre-existing conditions they have. They probably don't even know what pre-existing conditions that they have, and how something that they don't even think of can affect the next student or the next teacher or anyone. So I honestly just think everything should just honestly stay online, especially for schools.
Yes, I think that is a good point, and it's a safe point, And it's always good to hear from our future leaders about what they think is necessary, what we should be doing. Jeremiah, your question for the future is about the nation and the world. And, you know, as a filmmaker, we think deeply about things. So, what are your thoughts on racial equality, and what do you think will help us to heal? What will help us to heal and really move forward in the direction where we need to be going?
I feel like we should like try to get a better understanding of each other and the way and the reason why we think the way that we think and the reason why we act the way that we act, and then work on trying to find a common ground to like stand on, so like we can all get together and like in a good manner and like in a respectful manner.
I got you. So you basically think that we got to keep the conversation going. We got to keep, you know, talking about these issues and working through these issues.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So the future of work, I would love to hear either of your thoughts on that. Do you think working will be more like this, like kind of a little bit online, a little bit in person, or all in person? What are your thoughts on the future of work?
Honestly, I think personally that we're gonna have to get accustomed to being online. Now, for me, like as far as even though like a lot of classes are online for college students, I have a specific class that I actually still have to go to, and it's my advanced TV news class. And I know like all of the we basically have to, and it's only because of my major, basically the specific things that we have to do in that class. Even though I will be on campus still, I honestly just have to get used to being home and actually staying strategic and being able to manage my time wisely and stay basically competitive in my field in order to progress.
Wow. So you thinking a little bit of both. Do you like that model?
Yeah, honestly, because I know me personally, I will not be able to get the exact hands-on experience that I need in order to progress as a newscast producer. I am behind a screen all the time.
Ah, okay. And what about you, Jeremiah? The future of filmmaking, what is it going to look like, do you think?
Oh, you talking about like future goals and stuff?
Yeah, well, you know, or yeah, you could talk a little bit about your future goals as a filmmaker, but what do you think? What kind of films do you think? Do you think they're going to be more African American male filmmakers rising in the future?
Well, recently there have been like a big like resurgence and like a lot of African American filmmakers like with TV shows, like when they see us and Jordan Peele making movies and like he got a new TV show coming out and stuff. So I feel like it's a good time for like us to capitalize on like putting out more stories that relate to our community and our struggles.
They ready, aren't they, y'all? What do y'all think about these young, the future? I'm so excited. Our future is bright. And we are going to hear from Ezzy when she comes back in. I think she should be back in a minute, but let's just go around in the few minutes that we have left and hear some of your future goals. I want to hear some of y'all's future goals, and then we'll just kind of go from there. Who wants to go first? Go ahead, Jeremiah.
All right. Well, like some of my future goals are like, I just want to like make big blockbuster horror films and stuff. Cause like, you gotta aim high and stuff. But yeah, I just want to make some horror films that get people talking and discussing social issues. Also, like psychological films and stuff.
Okay. All right. All right. So we have to look out for him with these psychological. Now you said psychological, and I know you've talked to me about mental health. Hey, Cheryl, one of my Ruth Project sisters, whose daughter hopefully will be coming to learn with us too. Tell us how important mental health is, Jeremiah. You said you wanted to kind of make some films in that space, that you approach it from a different type point, which is kind of like horror films. Talk to us about that.
Well, I saw this one movie called Hereditary. I don't know if you've seen it before, but it tackled like the issue like how mental illness doesn't just affect the person that has the symptom. It affects everybody around them, uh, including the family members. And sometimes it's hereditary, like it get passed down from generation to generation. So each generation got to figure out how they can move on with this illness and like try to become a better person moving forward.
Wow. Wow. That is so, man. Y'all see, this is what I'm saying. This is why I keep learners around me, y'all. It's God and it's everybody who's around you who just really helps you make you greater. Y'all are just so much great energy here. Kashira, tell us about your future goals.
Um, we'll see. I'll be everywhere. But right now my future goal is to be a newscast producer, but I'm also trying to venture out into different platforms and media because I know, like, as far as producing right now, some things that I might want to do is I might not be able to do it at this moment just because of the pandemic. So I'm have to stay like active in other things like social media content or like producing podcasts or other things because I just have to stay active in my major. So anything, I basically can always have something that I can constantly go back to and I won't just be stuck in one thing.
Wow. So the future is expansive. It's not just one zone, but it's you working in multiple zones, you see.
Yes.
Do any of you have any concerns about the future, or does the future seem bright to you? For me, it seems bright, you know, especially with bright people like yourselves. But how does it seem to y'all?
It's nerve-wracking, but
Oh,
you have to, you kind of just have to keep going because like right now you like with me, I just have to constantly stay like strategic and you can't really plan for things ahead, but you can plan for things ahead. So you have to basically plan but not plan. And
right. Because you got to go with the flow. And that's hard sometimes, right?
yeah.
Wow. Very real answer. What about you, Jeremiah? How you feeling about just the future in general?
Well, like, I can never be like too sure about the future because like, you never know what can happen. I mean, life happens all the time, so um, you just gotta take it like one step at a time and stuff, and figure out where to go from there. Like, one path may be blocked, but you gotta go, hit another path, and you gotta keep going until you reach that goal you really want in life.
Listen, I don't know about y'all, but we we are I am so inspired. We these learners notice something I wanted to say. We stopped saying interns because this is not we don't do busy work here at El Michelle Media. We are working with people who are going to mold, and shape our future. So these learners right here are showing us that our future really is bright. I am so proud of y'all. It is such a blessing to be able to work with you. Are there any last things that you want to say? Any shout outs that you want to give? I definitely want to shout out to Ezzy. She had some connection issues, but this is her final week with us, and she is doing her week. We do a week with every learner where they're embedded with us for an entire week. And I can't wait till we grow and can be flying them with us if we're flying somewhere that week or whatever. But Ezzy will be with us all week, just working, sharing screens, making calls, just all day for the entire week. And so I want to give her a shout out for the great work that she's doing. But is there anything that y'all want to share as we wrap up that you just want us to know and to look out for from you in the future? Kashira, anything you'd like to just say? Any shout outs or anything you want to say?
No, I just want to thank you guys for this opportunity because ever since I've came on with El Michelle, a lot of opportunities have just been happening for me. And I'm going to say that's God. But I'm just
Mm-hmm.
excited for the future and what the future holds for me.
Wow. And they know we tell our learners and everything that we are a God idea. And that's what we know. We don't push anything, but we are just very vocal about how we started in general. So thank you for that. Jeremiah, who was telling me, how's this interview gonna go? And has dropped so many dimes on us. What would you like to say just as we get ready to close out this broadcast?
Not too much. I mean, thank you for coming to like the stream and stuff.
That's very nice. Yes, yes. We appreciate you. Thank y'all, everybody who tuned in to Media Mondays. We will be doing Facebook Lives just on Mondays throughout, but follow our YouTube channel. There's something new on Media Mondays there every single week. And like this talk will be up in a little bit on our YouTube channel. We have a talk from a futurist a little bit later this month, to futurists in the media industry. So we'll be talking to them about the future of work, and something I'm very passionate about at the end of the month, we'll be talking about the future of storytelling. God is so good, and I'm so just grateful for today and grateful for you guys. Thank y'all for coming, learners.
You are.
Y'all know I'll be in your inbox very, very soon, so be looking out.
All right.
Yeah, and we just thank y'all for being here. Media Mondays, thank you for all your support, our partners, learners, everybody who showed love. Until next time, peace.